Hi everyone, welcome to our accounts class for CS Executive. Today again we are starting a new topic. Today we will be doing redemption of preference shares. Okay. Now before I start this topic, let me just explain you what do we mean by this redemption actually. Okay. Redemption of redemption of preference shares. Preference shares. Most importantly, first, what is a preference shares? Okay, we all know shares are of two types. As per Company Act 2013, shares are of two types. One is equity shares and one is preference shares. Okay, so the definition, if you see as per Company Act, it says those which are not preference shares are equity shares. So basically we have to understand what is preference shares. Okay, now in preference shares are a part of own capital of the company. Okay, own capital, it's company's capital itself. But whenever preference shares are issued, okay, they are issued with the terms of redemption. What is the meaning of terms of redemption? Means for how many number of years will this preference shares be, the tenure. Okay, what will be the dividend? Rate of the dividend is always fixed here. Okay, so all these terms are already decided at the time of the issue of preference shares. Issue is the same like how we did for issue of shares. Issue of shares means both equity shares or preference shares, any. Okay, so the issue can be at par or it can be at premium. Similarly, redemption also can be at par or it can be at a premium. Generally, you will not see any kind of redemption which is at discount, but it will be at par or it will be at premium. But preference shares, they are having a fixed tenure. They can have a tenure of 10 years. Okay, maximum tenure is 20 years. You cannot have irredeemable preference shares. Okay, that is not allowed. Irredeemable is not allowed. You have, even if it is written irredeemable, means maximum it can be for 20 years. If it is an infrastructure company, then it can be for 30 years period, not more than that. Okay, so you can have a preference share and you have to mention the tenure and you have to have a rate of dividend which is fixed, and every year we provide dividend on that particular, as per that particular rate, whether the company is making profit or whether not. Okay, it is not like this for equity shares. Equity shareholders get the dividend as and when there is a profit in the organization, or as and when a particular resolution is passed to provide the dividend to the equity shareholders. Okay, preference shareholders dividend is fixed. It is like an expense put in the profit and loss account. Okay, so whenever there is a P&L, when we have net profit after tax, okay, so once there is net profit after tax, the first thing which we remove from net profit after tax is the preference dividend. Preference dividend, that is the first thing which comes out. Okay, then if any balance is left, out of that some amount gets transferred to reserves, and then again whatever is left, with that you can provide the dividend. Okay, so this is how dividend to equity shareholders. Okay, dividend to equity shareholders. So this is how the the difference between the preference shares and equity shares works. Okay, even in an organization. Now preference shares also have got two preferences. One preference I explained you is dividend. Second preference is at the time of liquidation, when the company liquidates, the preference shareholders get a preference over equity shareholders for the payment of capital. Okay, so at the time of liquidation, first preference share capital holders will be paid back their capital, and then later on it will be distributed to the equity shareholders. So in these two matters they have got the preference. Now equity shareholders, basically they are the owners. They can vote on every resolution on any matters related to the company, any matters and resolutions related to the company. But preference shareholders can vote only on those matters related to them, related to preference share capital or related to preference shareholders. Okay, so whenever it is like a specific class of a share, so whenever there is a class meeting, okay, they can vote on the matters which are affecting them or which are related to them. But equity shareholders vote on all the matters, on all the resolutions related to the company. Okay, with this preference share capital, whenever it is issued, when the term is over, you have to redeem it. The company has to redeem that capital, pay back. Okay, so I told you redemption can be at par or it can be at premium. Now, when redemption takes place of preference share capital, you can either use the reserves and surplus. The company can use the reserves and surplus, or the company can make a fresh issue of other class of shares, or they can use a combination of both. Okay, in reserves and surplus, security premium can be used only to write off premium on redemption. So if I am giving my preference shareholders a premium at the time of redemption, at that time I can use my securities premium account for purpose of this premium on redemption. Alright, but when it comes to the nominal value, okay, nominal value of the preference share capital to be redeemed, that I can use my free reserves only. Free reserves. Okay, or I can make a fresh issue. Understanding? Okay, just okay, quickly I'll just take you all through it again, and then we will see the journal entries. Okay, redemption of preference shares. Okay, two types of shares we have as per Companies Act: equity and preference. Okay, equity shareholders and preference shareholders. Okay, the capital which they provide is the own capital of the company. But preference shareholders, whenever they are issued, the terms of redemption of this capital is also fixed. Okay, the number of years, the tenure of this capital is fixed, the dividend is also fixed. Okay, so like how the issue happens at par at premium, even redemption can be at par at premium. Redemption means company is paying back the money to the preference shareholders. Okay, preference shares can be for a maximum period of 10 years. If it is an infrastructure company, then maximum 30 years. Preference shareholders get preference in two situations. One is the dividend. So once we have net profit after tax, first we pay them their dividend. If anything is left later on, then we pay dividend to equity shareholders. And second, they get the preference at the time of liquidation. In liquidation, we first pay off, okay, first we settle the claim and the capital of preference shareholders. But when it comes to voting, equity shareholders, they vote on all the resolutions, on all the matters which are related to company. But preference shareholders vote on matters related to them, affecting their capital, affecting their interest in the company. Okay, so when the redemption has to take place of preference share capital, company has a choice. They can use the free reserves, or they can do a fresh issue, or have a combination of both. Free reserves, as per the nominal value of preference share capital to be redeemed. Okay, we will see that this also, what is the nominal value, we will compare. Okay, that nominal value and the free reserves which we are using. And securities premium account, if it is there with the company, this can be used to write off the premium on redemption. Alright. Now whenever I am using my reserves and surplus, the amount of the nominal value of the preference share capital to be redeemed has to be transferred to capital redemption reserve. Capital redemption reserve. Okay. Now why so? Okay. Say for example, this is my balance sheet. Okay. In my balance sheet, I have my preference share capital. I have my cash. Okay. And I have my reserves and surplus. Okay. Now company is redeeming the preference share capital, paying them off with the use of the reserves and surplus. When I'll pay, my cash will also go out. So basically there is one down on the asset side, but there are two downs on the liability side. So whenever reserves and surplus are used for the purpose of redemption, or in that case even for the purpose of buyback of your equity shares, the amount equal to nominal value of preference share capital has to be transferred to capital redemption reserve account. Capital redemption reserve account is just a notional account. It is just to show in the books. Actually there is nothing in this account. It is like a COCA account. Nothing is actually there. But this is for the purpose of following the accounting principles and getting your balance sheet tallied. Thus we make the capital redemption reserve account. When you will see on the most of the cases, even in practical world, okay, where you will see where some preference share capital is redeemed and CRR is created in a balance sheet of a company, then that company will go ahead and announce a bonus to shareholders. Okay. Why so? Because as it is, there is no money in CRR. Company is also not going to take any money from its shareholders. They have to just capitalize the profit. So in order to write off this CRR, how will you write off? Okay, CRR you can't keep showing in your balance sheet, no. So what do? Is they just announce a bonus to their equity shareholders. So they basically convert this CRR into equity share capital. Because whenever bonus is been announced, the first reserve which we have to use for bonus is the capital redemption reserve. Okay, so on practical front, if you see many companies who will do a redemption, no, they will in some time announce a bonus to their shareholders. Why? Because they just want to get rid of this CRR appearing from their balance sheet. Okay, they want this reserves to be turned into capital. Am I clear so far? Okay, the purpose of why do we make a CRR account. Now the journal entries. The journal entries for redemption. Firstly, okay, I can either sell my some investments. Company needs cash. They might sell some fixed assets. Okay, it's up to the company what they are doing to get the money in the company to pay the preference shareholders. Or I can also do a fresh issue. So say if I am doing a fresh issue, so bank account debit to whatever capital, equity share capital account. Just taking an example. This is for the purpose of the fresh issue. Okay. Then I will have to pay my preference shareholders. So say suppose preference share capital account debit. Okay, I am redeeming. I am also giving them premium. So premium on redemption account debit to preference shareholders account. Okay, this is the journal entry for the due amount to preference shareholders which we have to yet pay. Okay, then preference shareholders account debit to bank account. Payment is made. Payment to preference shareholders, right? Next is writing of the premium. Okay, the premium which I am giving to the preference shareholders is an expense for me. The company has to write off such expenses, so I can use my security premium account to premium on redemption. If I don't have security premium, in that case I can also use my profit and loss account, because I don't have, so then from where will I write it off? So then profit and loss is the only account from which I can write off all this. Okay, so profit and loss account debit to premium on redemption. And last, DP transferred to CRR, divisible profits transferred to CRR. This is writing off premium on redemption from security premium or P&L account. Okay, and the last one is divisible profit transferred to CRR. So any divisible profit, you can have general reserve, you can have profit and loss account, any reserve, to CRR. Okay, DP transferred to CRR. What is DP? Divisible profit. Divisible profit. Am I clear with this much? Okay, the entire explanation. You all have anything to ask me so far? Want to copy? Mohammed, you have to say something. Mohammed? Okay. Fine, then I am moving forward. Alright. I am starting with first question. Okay, once we solve the sums, we will get our concepts clear. Now, question number 1, it says Z Limited had 9,008% redeemable preference shares. Now, this 8% is the rate of dividend. Okay, this is how preference share capital is written also in the balance sheet. Okay, the value is rupees 100 each, fully paid up. The company decided to redeem these preference shares at par by issue of sufficient number of equity shares. So the redemption is happening with the help of a fresh issue. Okay. Now, how much equity shares are to be issued in the following independent situations? Okay. So they have given me 3 situations. Okay, for the issue of equity shares, where equity shares are of rupees 10 each, issued at par. Rupees 12. Why? Because 2 rupees is premium, and last issued at rupees 9. That is at a discount of rupees 1. Okay. Now let's see this. I have to redeem 9,000 preference shares of rupees 100 each. That means I will require rupees 9 lakhs. Now, when the company is requiring rupees 9 lakhs, they are doing the redemption with the help of fresh issue. The first situation is saying that new equity shares are issued at rupees 10. Okay, why? Because they have written issued at par. So, face value is 10, so issue price will also be 10. So, how many shares will I require to be issued? So, number of equity shares to be issued will be nothing but 9 lakh divided by 10, 90,000 shares we will have to issue for the purpose of redemption. Okay. Then coming to the second situation where the fresh issue is at a premium. Okay. Number of equity shares to be issued. So now here new equity shares, the issue price is 12. But the face value is 10. That means the issue is at a premium. I am going to get security premium in this. I am going to receive, company will receive security premium. Correct? But security premium cannot be used for redemption of preference shares. It can be used for premium on redemption, but not on preference share capital. Okay, so therefore number of equity shares I can issue, I will say 9 lakhs divided by 10 only. I will not consider this premium amount of rupees 2, because as it is, as per Company Act 2013, I cannot use security premium for purpose of preference share capital to be redeemed. Okay, security premium मिल रहा है, very good. Use that security premium for purpose of redemption premium. Okay, but here there is no redemption at premium. Redemption is happening at par only. Okay, 9,008% redeemable preference shares, they are to be redeemed at par. Okay, so I don't require any premium on redemption. So 9 lakhs divided by 10, 90,000 shares again. Alright. See, I have written a note over here. Your premium money can be utilized only to write off the premium on redemption. In this sum, we do not have premium on redemption. No problem. But to find number of shares, I will take the amount divided by face value. Okay? And the last one they are saying, the new equity shares issue price is 9, face value is 10. That means the issue is at a discount. Your number of equity shares to be issued, I need money. Okay, I need 9 lakhs actually. So 9 lakhs divided by 9 I will do here, not 10. Okay, because if I will do 10, I will not get that much of money. Okay, so here 9 lakhs divided by 9, I will have to issue 1 lakh equity shares, face value being 10 and issue price being 9 rupees. Only then I will receive 9 lakh rupees in my bank account, because the issue is at a discount. However, this is only for your understanding. Issue at discount is not allowed as per section 53 of Company Act. This is just for you to understand that if I am issuing at a discount but I need 9 lakh rupees, so I will 1 lakh into 9 rupees I will do, no, only then I will get 9 lakh rupees in my bank account. Am I clear with this question number 1?
Yes.
Okay. Now moving to question number 2. Alright. The balance sheet of A Limited as on 31st of December 2018 is given below. I have shareholders funds, in that I have 5,000 equity shares of rupees 100 each fully paid up, and 9% redeemable preference shares of rupees 10 each fully paid up. Profit and loss account is given. Current liabilities 1,20,000. In non-current assets, I have fixed assets and investments. Current assets, bank balance and other current assets. Okay, on 1st of Jan 2019, the company redeemed preference shares at a premium of rupees 2 per share. So now here redemption is at a premium. They have realized investments at a value of rupees 1,60,000. Means what? They sold the investment. Realized means sold it. Issued at a premium of rupees 40 per share, such number of equity shares of rupees 100 for the purpose of redemption, to ensure that after the compliance with the requirement of Company Act, the credit balance in the profit and loss account will be 25,000. So in short, they are saying that in P&L leave 25,000, okay, and issue that number of equity shares which are required to be issued after using P&L. Okay, after that they are saying issued a bonus share at par at a rate of 1 share for every 20 shares held on 31st of December 2018 out of the said balance in the profit and loss account. Which balance? This 25,000 balance. Okay, and issued the bonus on 31st of December 2018. Okay. First, I'll take you all to the working note. Okay, I have to calculate the number of equity shares to be issued. So I'll write down amount required for redemption is equal to fresh issue plus DP transfer to CRR. Now amount required for redemption, how many shares I am redeeming? I have 9% redeemable preference shares of rupees 10 each. So how many shares I have? 20,000 shares, no? 10 each. So 20,000 shares of rupees 10, 2 lakhs. But I am giving them a premium also of rupees 2. Therefore premium on redemption is rupees 40,000. Fresh issue I don't know as of now. Okay, so fresh issue I don't know. How many shares of equity shares I have to issue, I don't know. They are saying first utilize the PNL after leaving a balance of 25,000 and then see how many shares you can issue. So first I will do my PNL working. PNL, in my balance sheet, profit and loss account is 1,60,000 opening balance, correct? Then I have a investment sold at 1,60,000. Now if you see, investment value is 2 lakhs, but when I sold it in 1,60,000. Therefore there is a loss of 40,000. So that 40,000 loss I will put it in from where will I write off that loss? Obviously from my PNL account. Loss on sale of investment, it will go in PNL account. Like if I would have made profit on sale of investment, that also would have gone in PNL. Here it is loss, so my PNL balance will reduce. Also they are saying keep a 25,000 closing balance. Why? Because we have to do bonus, no? So I am keeping 25,000 closing balance. Third, I have this premium on redemption over here, and I don't have security premium account also. So from where will I remove this premium on redemption? From my PNL. So then this 40,000 also I'll have to remove from PNL. So now I am left with only 55,000. This 55,000 I will use for DP transfer to CRR balance. 55,000 amount I'll use for DP transfer to CRR, means PNL transfer to CRR. And the balance I will issue the fresh shares. Balance I'll compare the nominal value only. So I'll take nominal value of preference share capital minus 55,000. 1,45,000 I will need by my fresh issue. So how many shares I will have to issue? 1,45,000 divided by 100. See, the face value is 100. Okay, so I'll divide this by 100. I'll get 1,450 shares to be issued for the purpose of redemption. Is that understood? Okay. Now coming to the bonus shares. Okay, now this bonus shares, no, they have done it on 31st of December. Okay, and redemption was on the next year. This was 31st of December 2018. So I am accounting for that first. Okay, as per the dates. They are saying if you are having 20 shares, give one bonus. So how many shares I have on 31st of December? 5,000. So on 5,000 shares, how many bonus I will give? 250 shares. 250 shares of rupees 100 each is my face value. 25,000 I will need for that. See, for that only they had told me, no, keep this 25,000 in PNL for the bonus. So these are the working notes. Once the working notes are in place, the journal entries are very simple. Okay, so when I start with my journal entries, first I will do with investments sold at loss. So bank account debit 1,60,000 to investment account 2 lakhs. That means this 40,000 is loss on investment. That will go from PNL account. Okay, then I have bank account debit to equity share capital to security premium. Now how many equity shares? I have just calculated. I will need 1,450 equity shares. So 1,450 into 100. Okay, 1,45,000, and on that I am going to receive a premium. They are saying the premium is of rupees 40. Okay, so 1,450 into 40, that will be 58,000. Correct? So the amount which I will receive in the bank will be 2,03,000. This is for the fresh issue. Okay, fresh issue of equity shares at a premium of rupees 40 per share. Now I have to redeem the preference share capital. So 9% preference share capital account debit 2 lakhs. So I 20,000 shares of rupees 10 each. And I am also supposed to give them a premium of rupees 2. So 40,000 to preference shareholders to bank. This premium on redemption, I will write it off with the help of my P&L account. So profit and loss account debit to premium on redemption. See this. And profit and loss account debit to CRR. DP transferred to CRR. Okay. And this is writing off the premium on redemption. Okay. Now the last is the bonus to shareholders. Which account I will use? Capital Redemption Reserve account. Okay, I will be using Capital Redemption Reserve account. So Capital Redemption Reserve account debit 25,000 to bonus to shareholders 25,000. And the last journal entry, bonus to shareholders to equity share capital account. I have always told you bonus has the CSCOD. So CRR. We have no amount in CRR 25,000. This is what I need. Finish. Okay. Am I clear with this sum?
No.
Any doubt you all have? Alright, now moving to the next problem. Problem number 3. The following is the balance sheet of S Limited as on 31st December 2019. 7.5% preference shares of rupees 100 each fully paid up. Equity shares are 1 lakh of 10 rupees 10 each, so 10 lakhs. We have securities premium account. We have general reserve. We have profit and loss account. And current liabilities. In non-current assets, land and building, plant, furniture, investment at cost, and they have also given you all the market value of the investment. Stock, debtors, bills receivable, cash and bank balance. It was decided to redeem the preference shares at a premium of 5% on the following terms. To finance this redemption, all the investments were sold at market price. Okay, so now market price is what? When I invested, I paid 3 lakhs. But today the market is down. That is why my market value is showing 2,80,000. So अगर market में if I sell it, बेच दूंगी मैं आज, तो मुझे तो 2,80,000 ही मिलेगा. I'll not get 3 lakhs. So I am basically suffering a loss of 20,000. Okay. So generally people sell such investments when the market is really high. Good. 3 lakhs का 3,50,000 हो गया ऐसा. Then you have 9,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each issued at par. बोल दिया है. Issue 9,000 equity shares. Okay, for purpose of redemption. Also they are saying 1,006% debentures of rupees 100 each at par. Now debenture is a owed capital. It is a borrowed funds like loan. ठीक है, तो always borrowed funds को हम separately रखेंगे. Okay, this is only for the purpose of one extra journal entry. They are saying थोड़ा और पैसा चाहिए बैंक में, तो debentures भी issue कर रहे हैं ना. वो पैसे से you cannot give up your preference share capital. Okay, you do not get confused over here. It is just for the purpose of having more money in the bank account. Like how you would go to a bank and take a loan. Similarly, you are just issuing debentures. That's it. It has nothing to do to calculate that amount to be transferred to CRR and all. Okay, keep it separately. It is an owed capital. It will stay separate. Owned capital will stay separate. Okay. It was also decided that use general reserve as minimum as possible. यानी बोल रहे कि पहले try to use P&L, okay, and then general reserve पे come minimum as possible. ठीक है. Let's see. First I'll go to the working note. Okay, first now here I know fresh issue में they are saying issue 9,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each. तो मैंने यहाँ पे directly लिख ही दिया है 9,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each. Amount required for redemption, fresh issue plus DP transferred to CRR. This I have to find. So now 5,000 preference shares of rupees 100 each, 5 lakhs. The premium on redemption is 5%, therefore 25,000. Okay, so now I am first dealing with this premium on redemption. Okay, I already have securities premium account. See here, I already have it in my balance sheet, so I can use it. 1 lakh I am already having. So in my balance sheet, I have 1 lakh rupees as a securities premium. From that 1 lakh, I can write off this premium on redemption very easily. So I will now have a balance of 75,000 in fact in my securities premium account. Okay. Out of this 5 lakhs, I am having a fresh issue of 90,000. So basically, I need 4,10,000 from my reserves. Always compare the nominal value with this nominal value. Okay. Nominal value of preference share capital to be redeemed. Compare that with the nominal value of the fresh issue. Fresh issue is at par. Okay. So when I compare them, I come to know that 4,10,000 is less. That means 4,10,000 I am using it from my reserves. They are saying please use general reserve as minimum as possible. So सबसे पहले I will have to use my P&L. तो चलो first P&L. In P&L I have 2 lakh rupees. Okay. From that 2 lakh I will have to write off the loss on investment. Okay. I have to write off the loss on investment 20,000. So 1,80,000 I have it from my P&L. So now out of that 4,10,000, 1,80,000 I am using it from my P&L. Full P&L is now exhausted. Nothing is left. So therefore 2,30,000 I will use it from my general reserve. So two accounts I am using to transfer to CRR. One is P&L account and one is my general reserve account. Simple. That's it in the working notes. We have to now just pass the journal entries. Nothing I will do with the debentures. I'll just pass a journal entry for the purpose of issue of debentures. That's it. Nothing has to be done in that. Okay. So first, sale of investment, bank account debit 2,80,000. There is a loss of 20,000 because it was sold at market value. Then fresh issue bank account debit 90,000, 9,000 shares of rupees 10 each. To equity share capital, it is at par. Then debentures I issued. How many debentures? 1,000 debentures of rupees 100 each. This 6% is the rate of interest. Okay. So bank account debit, I got money in my account, 1,000 into 100 to 6% debentures account. Over. Here the journal entry is over. Now coming to the redemption of preference share capital. 7.5% preference share capital account debit 5 lakhs. I am supposed to give them a premium to preference shareholders to bank. This premium on redemption I will write off with the help of securities premium account. See this? Securities premium account debit to premium on redemption and then DP transferred to CRR. Two DPs I am using, two divisible profits. One is profit and loss account and one is general reserve. Clear with this sum? Okay. I am moving to the next question now. Question number 4. The following is a summarized balance sheet of XYZ Limited.
Excuse me, ma'am.
You all can hear me?
Excuse me.
Yes.
Sum.
Okay. And question number 4. Summarized balance sheet of XYZ Limited. Shareholders funds I have 10,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each fully paid up and 1,000 preference shares of rupees 100 each. Now there is calls in arrears on 100 shares. So 2,000 rupees is the calls in arrears. Therefore it is coming to 98,000. That means it's like 1 lakh is here. 1 lakh, sorry for this. It has just got shifted. 1 lakh minus 2,000, that will be 98,000. So equity shares is 1 lakh and preference share capital is 98,000 because 2,000 is arrears on 100 shares. Okay, so 20 rupees basically is arrears. We have securities premium account, reserve fund, profit and loss account, 3 accounts. Then non-current liabilities, I have creditors 21,000. In assets, I have fixed assets, investments. In current assets, stock, debtors, bank balance. Okay. The preference shares were redeemed on the following basis. Fixed assets costing rupees 20,000 was sold for 18,000. My total fixed assets are 1,30,000. From that 1,30,000, I am selling 20,000 of fixed asset at selling price is rupees 18,000. So again here is 2,000 loss. I am not selling all my fixed assets, a part of it. Okay, 20,000, but it was sold at 18,000. So 2,000 rupees loss. It was decided to redeem preference shares at a premium of 20% by issue of sufficient number of equity shares of rupees 10 each, subject of leaving 10,000 in my reserve fund. Reserve fund is a free reserve. All payments were made except 50 shares who cannot be traced. We have to pass the necessary journal entries. Okay. Question number 4. Let's go to the working note. Calculation for the amount of number of shares to be issued. Amount required for redemption. How many shares will I take for redemption? Okay, I have 1,000 preference shares, but there is call in arrears on 100. I can never redeem a preference share if it is not fully paid up. You have to make the payment first, no? For the company to redeem you the payment. You are not paying
Call up
money.
the amount, right?
Huh?
You have to call that.
Yeah, either you call the amount, but abhi ye nahi bhar raha hoga even after the call. That is why they have written calls in arrears in the balance sheet only they have given. Also, they have not told me that I have made a call and the people have paid me on my call. No. So what I will do is I have 1,000 preference shares, but 100 preference shares pe call in arrears hai. So basically I can do now everything. This redemption I can do only for 900 shares. I cannot do for 1,000 shares. Okay. So my working note also will be based on 900 shares of rupees 100 each, 90,000. I am giving them a 20% premium, so 18,000. I will be doing a fresh issue plus DP transfer to CRR. Now see this. Balance in my, okay. In my reserve fund, I am using my reserve fund first. Okay, showing you the reserve fund working note. 29,600 is there. They are saying that do not use 10,000. Leave a balance of 10,000 in this fund. So I am going to leave. That means I can use 19,600 from my reserve fund. Another fund I have is profit and loss account. 10,000. So in my profit and loss account, from 10,000, I will have to first subtract my loss, 2,000. Okay, so now I am left with 8,000 as the balance in my P&L. Okay, but there is one more hidden thing, securities premium. If you see in my balance sheet, security premium is 12,000. But when I have to pay the premium on redemption is 18,000. Balance in security premium is 12. And premium on redemption is 18,000. Therefore, 6,000 I will have to use from my P&L account. So from this 8 now I will have to remove this 6,000. So now only 2,000 is left for me to use from P&L. Am I clear? I am coming back again. Okay. Amount required for redemption, I will redeem only 900 shares of rupees 100 each, and I am going to give them a premium of 20%. So this 18,000 premium on redemption has to be written off with the help of securities premium account. But in my security premium I have only 12,000, but premium on redemption is 18. So this 6,000 I will use from my P&L. In my P&L, 10,000 is my opening balance. Then there was a loss on sale of asset. Then this premium on redemption of 6,000 also I have to remove. So now I am left with a balance of only rupees 2,000. And in my reserve fund I am having 29,600, but they told me that I can use only 19,600. So my amount to be transferred to CRR will be 19,600 plus 2,000, 21,600. Okay, now I'll compare the nominal value. Okay, so nominal value of my preference share capital to be redeemed is 90,000 minus amount that I can use from my reserves is 21,600. So I have to have 68,400 as a fresh issue. What is the price of my fresh issue? Rupees 10. So 68,400 divided by 10, 6840 shares have to be issued. Okay, so now in the journal entries, the first one will be the sale of asset with a loss of 2,000. Then bank account debit 6840 shares of rupees 10 each, 68,400 I'll get fresh issue. Preference share capital account debit 900 shares of rupees 100 each. Premium on redemption account debit 900 into 20 rupees premium. Okay, 18,000 to preference share holders account. I have to pay them 1,08,000. But when the time came for the payment, they have told me that all payments were made except to the holders of 50 shares who cannot be traced. I am not able to trace that particular shareholder who is having my 50 shares. So here preference shareholders account debit will only be 1,02,000 to bank account. Why? Because payment, okay, on 50 shares is not been made. How much payment I have to do? 120. Okay. $120 into 50, not 850. Huh? It is 50 shares. 120 I have to pay. No, 100 rupees is the face value plus 20 rupees is the premium. So I have to pay 120. But I am not able to pay to a particular shareholder who has 50 shares. So now my payment will go as only 1,02,000. 6,000 nahi jayega. So 1,08,000 minus 6,000. That will be 1,02,000. Okay, then DP transfer to CRR, I am using PNL and general reserve, not general reserve, it is reserve fund. Reserve fund and general reserve is the same thing actually. And writing off premium on redemption, write off premium on redemption with the help of securities premium and PNL, 18,000. That's it with the sum. Question number 4 is also done. Okay, now the last question, question number 5. Okay, the following is a summarized balance sheet of XYZ Limited. There are 50,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each, 5 lakhs. There are 1,000 preference shares of rupees 100 each, and there is calls in arrears, okay, on 50 shares. So 1,000 rupees. So when I subtract that, it comes to 99,000. Securities premium, general reserve and PNL, current liabilities, non-current assets and current assets. The redeemable preference shares are redeemed on the following basis. They are saying issue 4,500 equity shares at a premium of 10%. Expenses for this fresh issue is 5,000. Of the 50 preference shares, holders of 40 shares paid me the call money before the date of redemption. Good. The balance 10 shares were forfeited for non-payment of the calls before redemption. The forfeited shares were then reissued on receipt of rupees 500 before redemption. So everything is before redemption. So this I will have to do first. Preference shares were redeemed at a premium of 10% and share premium account was utilized for this purpose. Okay. Show the journal entries. Okay. Now, in the books of XYZ Limited, I am first doing the calls in arrears. Okay, I am doing the adjustment number 3 because everything is before redemption. So, पहले ये finish कर लेते हैं, ठीक है? In my balance sheet, if you see, 50 shares पे there is calls in arrears. 20 rupees is calls in arrears on my 50 shares. From that 40 shares पे पैसा I have received. Okay, I have received money. So bank account debit 40 shares पे 20 rupees I received. 800. 2 calls in arrears, being amount received on 40 shares. Now this 10 shares pe I am not receiving money, so I am forfeiting. If I forfeit, that means I am cancelling. So I will write preference share capital account debit. On 10 shares, the value of one share is rupees 100. See, rupees 100. So I'll cancel it also at face value. So number of shares is 10. Face value is 100. To share forfeiture account, how much I have received? 80 rupees. 20 rupees is calls in arrears, no? So amount paid is 80. So 80 into 10. And calls in arrears, unpaid amount, 20 rupees is unpaid into 10, 200. Then this forfeited shares were reissued by receiving rupees 500. So bank account debit to preference share capital 1000. यहाँ पे debit preference share capital 1000. So credit also at nominal value. That means I have issued this share at a discount. Okay, so since now it is issued at a discount, I am using my share forfeiture. Instead of writing issue at a discount or discount on issue, I am using my share forfeiture account, 500. Now the balance of the share forfeiture, out of 800 I have used 500, that will go to my capital reserve account. So with this I finish my entire calls in arrears, forfeiture, reissue and transferring to the capital reserve. Okay, the entry number 3. Okay, the adjustment number 3 is over. Okay, this is done. Now I am moving to the normal sum. Okay, for that I have to find out. I have to do my working note. Calculation of amount to be transferred to CRR. Now amount required for redemption will be full no? All full 1000 shares, no? Because out of that 50 शेयर्स जो कॉल्स इन एरियर्स थे 40 ने तो पे किया, 10 को मैंने फोरफिट करके वापस री इशू कर दिया, तो नाउ फुल 1000 प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स पे आई विल डू रिडेम्पशन. 1000 into 100 amount required for redemption, plus I am giving them a premium. How much premium? 10%. So 1 lakh पे 10% is 10,000. Okay. Fresh issue they have already told me. Issue 4,500 shares. Okay. 4,500 shares of rupees 10 each. And security premium also I am getting. It is at a premium of 10%. Okay. Redemption is also at a premium of 10% and fresh issue is also at a premium of 10%. That means I'll get 4,500 in my securities premium account. Okay, now for this premium on redemption, I will first work out securities premium balance sheet plus fresh issue. Why? See, this they are telling that share premium account was utilized in full for this purpose. Okay, so my balance sheet mein there is 20,000 in my securities premium. And fresh issue पे also I got ना 4,500. They are saying utilize this in full. ठीक है. 24,500. Huh? But premium on redemption तो I need only 10,000. That means 14,500 will be still balance in my securities premium account. It will go in my balance sheet after redemption. Okay. I already know how many shares I want to issue. 4,500 they have given me. I'll compare the nominal value of the preference share capital with the nominal value of fresh issue. 1 lakh minus 45,000. 55,000 I will have to use it from my divisible profits. Which divisible profits I have? How many? I have general reserve. I also have P&L account. So it's up to me what I want to use, whether you want to use P&L or whether you want to use general reserve. I have used P&L. In P&L 60,000 was the opening balance. Then expenses for the issue, I incurred certain expenses of 5,000. I am left with 55,000 as it is. That 55,000 only I am transferring to CRR also. So my P&L will be now over. Okay, only general reserve will be left of 70,000. So just passing the journal entries. Bank account debit In bank I'll receive more money because the issue is at a premium of 1 rupee they are giving, no, 10% premium. So 45,000 and 4,500, 49,500. There is expenses are incurred on this fresh issue, 5,000 rupees. So expenses on issue to bank account. This expenses will have to be taken up from the P&L. I'll transfer my expenses to P&L. So P&L account debit to expenses on issue. Preference share capital account debit, premium on redemption to preference shareholders and preference shareholders to bank. This is the due amount. This is the payment entry. Okay, then DP transfer to CRR. I'm using profit and loss account debit to capital redemption reserve. And lastly, securities premium account I have used to write off the premium on redemption. Okay, so that is it with redemption of preference share capital. You all can practice these sums along with the MCQs from your Taxman scanner. Okay, if you all have any doubt, you all can definitely message me. Okay, WhatsApp me with that screenshot of the sum. Okay, thank you everybody.